All right, guys, how are you doing? It's Wednesday, November 27th, 2019. Welcome to another episode of Music of Destruction right here on YouTube. Now, today I have something quite different for you guys. I am going to be reviewing a brand new track called Cage from the band Saydie. Now, the band hails from the Philippines and has a very large following and is performed in both the Philippines and abroad at a variety of festivals. The band are also very good friends with the up-and-coming Ana Maria, who are also from the Philippines, and both Saydie and Ana Maria are going to be featured on the upcoming documentary, The History of Metal Around the World, which is presented by Shadows of Death Records and Detras del Rock. Now, Saydie formed in April of 2003, and indeed the band is best known for pioneering female-fronted metal in the Philippines, with their debut self-titled album being one of the first releases to showcase a unique take on the genre in the local music scene of their home country. This album started what would become a fan base known for its rabid devotion, known as Saydiestas. Now, in the 2010s, Saydie evolved its sound from the raw, aggressive stylings of their self-titled album to a more polished, modern metal style, which would reflect on their second album under MCA Universal with the album titled Belita. Like its predecessor, Belita won the band a larger following, all while satiating the existing fan base with its focused and powerful sound. Now, Saydie's stylistic evolution continues through their post-Belita releases, with their latest singles, Yokai and Cage, that feature new sonic elements not found on previous releases, resulting in a heavier, more aggressive sound that resonates with new and existing fans alike. Now, over time and countless performances on various stages and festivals, both in the Philippines and abroad, Saydie has earned a reputation for its intense live shows, one with an uncanny ability to fit on both polished mainstream stages as well as the wild underground. Now, among several others, Saydie has notably performed at Manila X Festival, Rock-a-Rockon Festival, UP Fair, Diamond Motors Final Round, Red Horse and the Derby, Long Beach, and the Whiskey A Go-Go in California. Now, the band Saydie is Kat Taylor on vocals, Carl Kliachko on guitar and synth, Liman Flores on guitar, Marvin Montero on bass, and Mark Garcia Torina on drums. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below and turn on the bell for all notifications. I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to join the Facebook group, go to facebook.com/Music of Destruction. We would love to have you. If you have a band, merchandising store, record label, or are a metal YouTuber, or just a fan of the channel and metal in general, go ahead and join us. If you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, just search Music of Destruction. If you would like to get access to my exclusive podcast, The Seed, then consider supporting the channel through Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Music of Destruction and become a patron. The entire history of Pantera has been wrapped up. Parts 1 through 3 are up there right now for you guys. So thank you very much for your support up there on Patreon. And so without further ado, let's get into the song Cage right now by Saydie. And here is the lyric video so you guys can listen and follow along with the lyrics.
Through the blood road, you can take me out of sight, but I'm never out of mind, no place.
back. Alright, so that was the track Cage by Saydie, which is coming up, one of the singles from their new upcoming album. I'll also be reviewing Yokai at some point as well right here on the channel for you guys, so look forward to that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Now, what are my thoughts on the track personally? Well, musically, it kind of reminds me of a cross between Korn and Killswitch Engage, if you get my drift. And a lot of people are labeling this crossover as new metalcore, though I don't really see it in this band, as I find there's a little bit more originality going on. I don't really hear a lot of too many influences, like I said, besides Korn. I hear a lot of that heavy Korn groove going on, which I do like, old Korn and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of Korn anymore, but it's definitely very focused on groove and melody rather than brute force and technicality. However, there are moments on this track that have a lot of double bass and fast, frantic tempos during the song, with a deep emphasis on melody and accessibility. I can easily see why this could be a gateway band for new fans to heavy metal, as bands like this could lead someone into more extreme metal territories. Now, normally this isn't really my style of metal, but I have to give credit where credit is due, and there is a lot of talent to be found here, and these are some very proficient musicians, and Kat's vocal range is pretty damn good, if I may say so myself. She can scream really damn well and sing very well too, which is a rare combination in metal. Usually one kind of outshines the other, but I find that Kat's vocal style is very evenly matched, both in terms of her screams and her melody, or her singing, so pretty good there. Now, as I said, they are the first female-fronted band to come out of the Philippines, and there's a lot of hooks and groove throughout this track that is definitely going to create a lot of memorable moments for fans, both of the band and the style of music in general. And it's very easy to see why Saydie have gotten such incredible popularity, as they have clearly established themselves as very excellent songwriters, and their live shows are very sonic and powerful as well. And the new album is going to introduce a lot of those sonic elements that I talked about before that were not found on previous releases, that are definitely exploring a lot of heavier materials for the band, or sorry, heavier territories, I should say, that weren't found on releases like Belita, as I mentioned before. Now, this obviously is going to excite both new and old fans of the band. Now, lyrically, to me, the song Cage is all about a traumatic experience linked to anxiety and rage, but wanting to escape the emotional cage that one would feel trapped in during these experiences, but also trying to find a way to deal with it without possibly snapping and doing something one would later regret. At least that's just my interpretation. Now, yours might be different. If you've been with the band for a long time, maybe you know more about the songwriting and what the lyrics mean. This is just my initial thoughts on it. And it's a pretty damn good song for what it is, and for what Saydie are going for. I can definitely understand what they're trying to get across with this track. And now we come to the final verdict for the track Cage by Saydie, and I'm going to give this track personally a 6.5 out of 10, and that's just my personal rating and opinion, and I'm sure fans of the band and the style would likely rate it much higher, and I can definitely see a lot of potential in this band to get very successful and popular around the world, as they definitely deserve it, and I really hope that they do that, because they're a very talented group of musicians here, guys. Now, one thing that's very cool is I'm going to be interviewing Kat Taylor here here on the channel, as well as Gail Cartwright's going to be joining her for the interview. Also, don't forget about Anna Maria, which is also going to be interviewed right here on Music of Destruction, but they're going to be headlining Shadows of Death Records' first concert on December 14th, 2019, which is coincidentally the day that he is signing Anna Maria to his label as well. So make sure you check that out. If you're going to be in the Philippines at this time, it's going to be a great concert. Lots of great bands on the bill for this one, so definitely something for you guys to be excited about. I'm also going to have some live footage of this concert for you guys, and I'm going to be putting together a live review of this stuff as well for you guys from Shadows of Death Records' first concert. Maybe Gail and I will get together and do the video and do the review together. I can't see why we wouldn't. So I'm going to talk to Gail about doing that. So that's going to be happening, and I'm pretty excited for that, to see what's going to be going on in that concert for you guys. So also want to give a couple shout-outs, of course, to Shadows of Death Records for introducing me to Saydie. Thank you very much for bringing me some new content. I appreciate that. Also, I want to give a shout-out to Metal Ben's Chronicles. Make sure you check him out on YouTube. He would greatly appreciate it. As always, guys, thank you very much for watching tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed the track. I'll put a link to Saydie's Facebook page down here. You can check out all their music. They also have a YouTube channel I'm going to link in the description. So you can check out their 2 new singles, Yokai and Cage. Hopefully you enjoyed this review. Have yourselves an awesome night, and remember to stay fucking metal. We will see you in the next video.